The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Pang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah.
What's going on? I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 162. We are here live and direct, coming at you
Prepare yourself for an on-one episode.
from Lighten. All right. Shout out G-Dog, holding it down in the background. The official show announcer. We got a lot to cover today. Mostly Kanye
like my hair.
and his tweets. And
Yeah,
Jordan Peele.
Wait, what did you say, John?
He's wilding out.
Or is he? That's the question.
Or is he?
We're going to get to the bottom of this as the Jams... Wait, can I open my drawer for you? As the Jams Fact Finder team. We've got our file.
That's our file that's under investigation right now. We can't tell you who it is.
But it's official.
Like Mueller, we don't let all of our stuff out
No,
until
no.
we have to go in for the attack. But we're on to you. The file... Oh, I'm sorry. I just hit your knee mad hard. It's getting thicker. That's all. I'm sorry about that.
No,
I
it's
didn't mean
okay.
that.
It's all right.
And also, it's Movie Pass Bill Day. He's going to tell you about the Avengers and some number stuff with that, and then let you know what you should go check out this weekend if you're trying to go on a date or go and use your Movie Pass because he's Movie Pass Bill.
We need a jingle for that, too.
All right, so let's start off with Rihanna because we're getting into the Kanye thing, and we're going to stay there, honestly, for
a long time.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Rihanna now is... Where are my notes at, Bill? I can't
That's a
find
great
them.
question. Hold on.
Rihanna, she's being accused of ripping off here a clothing brand. So her Fendi university gear is a total ripoff, not because that college doesn't exist. There's not a Fendi university. I did not know that. But because it's jacked, she jacked the initials from another clothing brand. The singer's Fenty label through Puma is in hot water with Freedom United, an American fashion brand that happens to use their initials FU on its gear. So because they use the initials FU on the gear, and Rihanna's new clothing line is called Fenty University, and the initials on there is FU, they are trying to sue her saying that, yo, you can't do this at all. They are insisting that there is no...
Sub-headline, that's a big F-U.
So basically, Puma's saying, hey, you can't do that because you can't have... you can't just have FU just stand for one thing because... I mean, you could think, what about Florida University? So now is Florida University going to get involved and be like...
Yeah, what about Fordham University?
Yeah.
That's down in New York.
So is that... Are they going to go to this... What are they called? What is this? The...
What about Fartknocker University? Think about them? Nobody ever thinks about Fartknocker University.
Damn, that's a long-standing tradition. Yeah, so Freedom United, right? I mean, like you said, you got the Fart University, Farters Unite,
Forks.
Fork.
Under.
Yeah, so it's like, come on, yeah, I
All the
don't understand how they're
different
going in. It's just another example of a struggling company trying to make a name for themselves by attacking the bigger name, which I get, you know, the smaller guy attacks the bigger guy, and, like, you know, the big guy don't, like, pay attention to the person
Wait,
trying to make
who's the
come up.
parent company, the one
Oh.
filing suit?
Well, the company filing suit is Freedom United. It's, they are suing Fenty University,
they're not a
which is
subset
through
of a...
Puma.
Okay, Puma. Oh, Fenty University is through Puma. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought Puma was... All right, sorry, I had it twisted.
Yeah.
And Rihanna even advises us not to get it twisted in her song "Need Me." She says, "Don't get it twisted." That's a line. If you've never
Yeah.
heard the song before.
So you put some respect on it. How do you feel about this? Is this just another company that's probably about to go out of business, doing any last minute thing they can do to go at it?
Yeah, sure. It's like when a band blows up and another band that didn't blow up but also has the same name. Like, we had it first. So they're just trying to get all those. They're just trying to scrape as many pieces of clout tokens as they can before they're no longer relevant and swallowed up by the juggernaut that is a Rihanna clothing brand.
You're going to try. Not only you're taking on Rihanna, but you're taking on Puma.
Right. The tag team I would not want to tango with.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
That's
Cat
like,
much.
you know, right below Kanye and Adidas.
Speaking of which.
And soon to be Drake and Adidas because Mr. OVO, is getting ready to leave Nike to come to Adidas. Nike's falling off, man.
Can I just say,
What?
before we get into the meat of the Kanye talk, since you brought up Kanye and Adidas, because a lot of what Kanye was tweeting about yesterday didn't have to do with anything political or ideological. It had to do with the Yeezy brand and how Yeezy is
The
where is
second fastest growing company?
yeah,
and
like
stuff?
we're gonna be like the biggest company in the world. I'm looking for the one tweet, and maybe I didn't actually grab it, but he said we have 160 positions to fill up by the. Oh no, I did. We have 160 positions to fill up by the end of the year. Yeezy will hit $1 billion this year. It's the second fastest growing company in history. It is a unicorn on its way to becoming a decacorn. You know what that means? 10 horns. Kanye's making a 10-horned fantastical beast out of the Yeezy brand.
Dude.
So I just wait. You don't want to take that on. All 10 of those horns.
Did Kanye just hint what his album cover will be for his upcoming album that comes out on June 1st?
A horse with 10 horns.
Yes.
Could it be okay? So how does that even work?
A
Would that be one
decacorn.
horn here, and then like a bunch going back, like spikes, like a mohawk, or would they be all in a cluster in the front?
Remember that old movie like Pinhead or something
Oh,
like
Hellraiser,
that?
yeah.
Hellraiser, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
so
it's
they'd be
gonna
all over, sticking out.
Yeah, so
That's the decacorn of Yeezy.
yeah, it's like a porcupine.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a little porky. Little porky. All right, so Kanye, yeah, that's going on. Me and Bill, we've got some interviews. We might get a job there, so just so you know.
So we may be leaving. Sauce Boys.
But we will continue
Department
the
of
Cubicle
Yeezy.
Show from the Yeezy
Oh,
office
for
when we
sure.
get our job.
That would be
right there.
negotiated in the contract from the get-go. Full creative control. And Kanye would be all about that, I
Yeah,
think.
because this will be another way for him to streamline his thoughts
Mm-hmm.
without having to typing. We'd make it easier for him because we are for the people. But it's Kanye for the people.
I think yes. I think absolutely yes. And I think he's been demonstrating that over the course of the last 24 to 36 hours.
Why is this?
Because you just take a look at all of his tweets and you take a look at the message behind everything that Kanye's saying. Kanye's taken some flack because he claims that he loves President Trump. Now, people are lumping that in with Trump's, public image and his policies and his politics. But really all Kanye's saying is that he is friends with Trump. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially when you boil it down to the basics of Kanye's essential message is that you should be free to be and express yourself and to think and say what you want to say and live in love, not fear. Love for everyone. And I don't understand people who disagree with this message.
Well, that's because people don't like outside thoughts, right? A lot of people have a problem with if your thoughts don't line up with another person, they'll defriend you from Facebook instantly just because you disagree in the slightest way. People are like uber sensitive on stuff.
They
right?
want to marginalize you till you're out of your moment
Yeah.
on social media.
Yes. We know all about that.
Oh, we sure do. Here we
Always.
go. G-Dog with
Here
the
he
G-Dog report. All right, let's hear it straight from
G-Dog.
the mug.
What's your thoughts on this
Hit us with the Kanye take.
Kanye take?
Are you talking about the fact that everybody has different opinions and he can be a supporter of Donald Trump and that's fine?
We're just talking
No,
about
I
all the
think
tweets
that
in general.
He's just going crazy. He's on Twitter and he's just nuts. I mean, the guy is just like I don't have an agent anymore. I don't have a manager. It's all me.
You can't manage Kanye. He's nobody's client.
It's so ridiculous. He's out of control.
I don't know that he's out of control. I
Oh my
don't
God,
think. I
it's-
Do you
submit
know
that he's
Kanye?
not.
I just feel like he goes through these manic moments where, he's done this before where he just goes off. You don't hear from him for forever. And then it's like verbal diarrhea. It's like on Twitter. It's just ridiculous.
See, now here's my thoughts, right? I don't have a problem with Kanye saying stuff because I do think he's making people think differently and all that, and he's putting stuff out there so you can interpret it however you want to interpret it, right?
No, I don't have any problem with him.
I want him to stay around for the whole conversation, not just disappear after the album.
Exactly.
Finish it all out.
Yes.
Put a bow on the
But
conversation.
I don't have a problem with him saying, whatever he wants about his, bromance with our president and this and that. I don't care. But then he follows it up with all this ridiculousness that has nothing to do with anything.
You mean I keep my emojis Bart Simpson color?
Or-
And then it's just it just
It
just,
derails his message?
Yes.
What about I'm nice at
It
ping
makes-
pong?
That-
That's one of my
awful.
favorite tweets.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
I call that, levity. You're lightening the mood a little bit. You get people on your case and people are like, how can you like Trump? He's racist. And then Kanye's like, well, yeah, but I'm nice at ping pong. So it's the old, he knows what he's doing. It's sleight of hand.
Yeah.
It's sleight of Twitter fingers.
Like I said, I do think Kanye knows what he's doing, and he said in the beginning that he's going to try to get people to think and act differently and not be what we've been programmed to think, right? That was all what he said before. This was like 100,000 tweets ago from Kanye. This is only like 2 days ago.
He went hard
right?
yesterday.
Like I was just saying, I big thing with Kanye, what I want him to do is to stick around for the conversation. Now that you started the conversation and you're like narrating it and you're guiding the conversation, stick around for it. Don't just disappear after all these albums come out. If this is really what you want to do it, because if not, and you don't really like guide the conversation of what you're going to mean, I don't think that leads to a positive.
It also cheapens your message because it makes you look like you just showed up, said a bunch of nonsense to promote your album, and then disappeared again.
Which is another problem with celebrities in general, and it also goes back to Americans in general, because Americans idolize celebrities almost more than any other culture in the world, is that why do we give celebrities this much power? Why do we care when Kanye comes around only a couple weeks before album time, and just like John was saying, he just spazzes out and like, what do you say, verbal diarrhea?
Verbal diarrhea, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
diarrhea.
I have an answer to this. It's basic economics. It's supply and demand. People want to hear what Kanye has to say, but he doesn't say it very often, which artificially inflates its value. So it's like, oh, God, Kanye's talking now. Let's all pay really close attention. I mean, look, when that actually startled me. Somehow, I'm like so in the zone that I did not notice him walk up behind us. But when Kanye tweets, I'm nice at ping pong, and it's got 3,000 retweets within the first 3 minutes, like that's 1,000 retweets a minute for saying he's good at ping pong, just completely contextless. That kind of shows you that people are hanging on his every word because he doesn't say a whole lot very often. When he does say things, he says a lot, but he doesn't do it very often.
And like also that whole thing where people said, yo, Kanye lost over 10 million followers in like an hour when he tweeted out that Donald Trump, the Make America Great Again hat, whatever it is. Well, anyways, that's a lie.
It's fake
100%
news.
fake news, right? So when that went out and that rumor went around, there was like a screenshot of Kanye having like 18.7 million followers, right? Well, right around this time yesterday morning, before Kanye went on his tweeting spree, I was like to Bill, hey, Kanye has about 19 million followers. I remember before he had like 25 million. Like I had to refollow him. You're like, oh, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, I did.
And then we had that whole thing with
it's on the
followers,
Cubicle Show
right?
yesterday.
It's all time stamped. It's right there. And you know how many followers Kanye had when everybody was reporting this? He still almost had 19 million followers after all that. So that's complete fake news right off the rip.
Good morning, Laurie. Thanks for checking in. Welcome to the Cubicle Show. We're about to do some fact-finding.
I don't think it hurt Kanye, unless these are all Russian bots, but he's got 27.8 million, so he went up like...
Almost 9 million.
Yeah, since yesterday.
He gained almost 9 million followers.
Since this time yesterday.
There are reports of various and sundry celebrities unfollowing him. And there's tools you can use to search, through somebody's followers. So these are the ones who currently don't follow him. We don't have all the details on whether they unfollowed him specifically because of this or whether there was some, it seems like Scott got kicked for some reason because I don't think you would unfollow Kanye,
I would not
right?
ever unfollow.
But you still had to
I
refollow
wore
him.
my Kanye shirt today.
Right. So we don't know what happened, but what we do know is that Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, Rihanna, Ariana Grande, Harry Styles, Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, and Kendrick Lamar do not follow Kanye currently. Now, in this report that was published, here's where I take issue. This is where I take a real big issue with this. There's all these people acting like these celebrities are like great American heroes because they unfollowed Kanye West on Twitter, as though that's making some kind of big impact on the cultural landscape. You're sitting there hitting, I don't like your MAGA hat. I'm gonna unfollow you on Twitter. Yes, Queen. Like what? No.
Yeah.
Come
Actually,
on.
why don't you have a conversation with somebody without like arguing and insulting people? Trust me, it can be done. I have friends. Like I'm not afraid to admit it here.
Hey, Kyle.
I'm left leaning. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I lean to the left. I'm more democratic. That's just who I am. I have a lot of friends that lean to the right. You know what? We all get along just fine. You want to know why? Because we can have civil conversations. Just because we believe something different. I'm not saying he's one because I honestly really don't know what Bill's full-on belief
I'm an enigma.
is, but I think I know. But because I am one half of the Jam's fact finders.
It's true.
And if you
And
don't
would be a
think
very
I
good
don't have a
fact finder.
file on him, you're
It's
playing
like,
yourself.
It's like Batman with the rest of the Justice League.
Yeah.
You got to have a way to defeat him if they go rogue.
Exactly. But you know that's another big problem in this world is that, like you're saying, people, you delete somebody, you're like, oh, no longer friends. Oh, you're a political savior. Like, that's the big problem is nobody wants to have conversations nowadays.
Right.
Can we go back to the time when people were afraid to say what political party they were and nobody talked about politics, and it was like what's that word?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, you know, when everybody was like, "Ugh," you bring up politics.
Oh, it's taboo.
Yeah, taboo. Can we go back to taboo? Politics being taboo, please. Like,
I don't think that's why it truly bothers me, because I don't think what Kanye's tweeting about doesn't have anything to do with politics. And people are all like, yes, Trump sucks. Everybody should pull their support from Kanye because he likes Trump. This is like a personal friendship, right? Kanye's even said that he doesn't support all of Trump's policies, doesn't agree with everything. He agree with him on
he
everything.
He also said he loved Hillary in his tweets yesterday.
He said, you don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have the right to independent thought. That right there, that's the core of the message right here. The whole thing about doing things in love and in fear and free thought and free speech, that's a good thing. And if you're going to bash Kanye for saying that we should be free to think and be who we are just because he associates with Trump, then I honestly feel like those people who are on that side are the problem. The people that are trying to squash ideas and keep other people down and keep the free flow of thought out of the way just so they can hear more of what they want to hear. Because you know how you improve situations is when everybody gets together and you discuss the problem and you figure out a solution to it rather than just shutting out the things you don't like. It's like if you got a cut in your arm and you're just like, well, I don't feel like that. I don't want to deal with that because it hurts. And then it gets infected and you get gangrene and you die. Whereas if you're like, you know what, I'm just going to address this. It's painful right now, but I'm going to put some alcohol on this and I'll put a Band-Aid on it until you fix things. Kanye is the Band-Aid for the wound of the American consciousness. You heard it here first.
Wow.
Dang, I'm on one.
And also I want to say that Kanye doesn't sound so alt-right to me as many people like to say. There's this freestyle, right? There's this freestyle that came out yesterday by that Harvey, what's his name? Harvey Levin? Guy?
Harvey Levin for TMZ?
Yeah,
I think it's Levin.
okay. Well, however you say his name,
Levin,
right?
I don't know how you say
So he
his last name.
records it, right? And here's some of the lines that I took away from this freestyle Kanye put out. And this is far alt-right, right? Hopped off the Amistad and made I Am a God. He basically said he hopped off like a slave ship and he made I Am a God. And then I Am a God, he's saying he is a God and that he can do what he wants. All that, right? Then he also goes on to say, parents are the strippers. Strip kids of their confidence. Teach white dominance. Is that all?
That sure sounds like all right to me.
Question your common sense.
Now, here's the thing: if you get somebody who listens to that and just hears the words "white dominance," they might just zone in on that trigger word.
Right.
You know?
But if you put it together with what's said before and afterwards, he's saying the problem is the way people think, the way you have been programmed to think. You know, I'm not going to agree or disagree with Kanye because I still want to see where this goes. So I reserve full judgment.
But the whole thing about him being alt-right because of him, people are saying that he's brainwashed by the alt-right because he says he likes Trump, which is ridiculous. What has he said on Twitter or in music, in his actual art form, that would indicate that he's part of any kind of alt-right? It's completely ridiculous and baseless. And that's why I'm glad that people like Chance the Rapper, which I'm curious about how people are going to respond to him, because he's like speaking up on behalf of Kanye, saying, no, Kanye's not crazy. He's good. You know, they're both from Chicago. They're boys, right?
Yep.
And he tweeted, so Kanye's kind of been hinting at the whole president thing. He tweeted yesterday, hashtag Kanye 2024, and he talked about how he's neither a Republican nor a Democrat. And so Chance tweeted, he said, black people don't have to be Democrats. The next president gonna be independent. So I think he's saying Kanye is gonna be the next president. That's what I think.
Don't laugh at it.
And
Look who's president.
Right, exactly. Anything is possible. And I just, it kind of makes me feel bad because it does seem like Chance the Rapper has, like, he seems like a real benevolent dude. Like, he gives away all that money for the benefit of Chicago and all this stuff. And it seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. I'm afraid people are going to turn on him because he's supporting Kanye, who is supposedly supporting Trump.
See, this goes out to all of the snowflakes and all the cornflakes. Reserve judgment. Reserve
Is
it.
it cornflakes? The alt-right?
Yeah. They gotta have a name.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, flakes.
Yeah, they're
Flakes
both.
of all varieties.
Listen.
Here's the thing, is when you mix all the different types of cereals together, you still put milk in it.
Yeah.
We're all human.
And is it soup or cereal?
Ooh,
That's the questions
that's
of
the
life.
real question.
Okay, so anyways, we out of here. We'll touch on more Kanye stuff as it goes along, but we just wanted
Holy
to
crap,
put a
it's
little bit in there.
10:50 already.
So real quick, what are the predictions for the Avengers
All right.
Infinity War?
So the
this
only
weekend?
movie coming out this week that matters is Avengers Infinity War. That's coming out. Opens officially tomorrow, unofficially tonight, so I'll be there. And I will have, tomorrow morning, for Lights, Camera, The Kid, we'll have my 100% spoiler-free review. So if you can't make it out, but you want to hear whether it's good or
Spoil
not.
it.
I'm not going to spoil it. I will never spoil it.
What's
All
up, AK?
So,
Or AK? Is it AK or AK? How do you want
it
us
looks
to
like
say
AK
that?
because it's a capital K, but I'm just being
What's
presumptuous
up?
here. But fill us in. So the current record for a superhero movie opening weekend is $207 million. The first Avengers movie made that in 2012. Infinity War is projected to make $225 million, so that would be the biggest opening weekend for a superhero movie ever. The biggest opening weekend of all time was Star Wars: The Force Awakens, $248 million in 2015. But I think based on how Black Panther just like completely shattered its predictions for its opening weekend, I think we could see the biggest opening weekend of all time with
See,
Avengers
I
Infinity War.
disagree.
I got my brand new shirt. This is brand new. It's my new Marvel movie
Oh,
shirt.
by the
I'm
way,
gonna wear
the
it to go
Venom
see-
trailer looks tight.
Venom
Marvel,
does look good.
You on one with the Venom trailer?
Yeah.
See, I can get behind. See,
See, that's not an MCU movie. That's a Sony movie.
yeah, but it's still in the Marvel universe.
But it's not in the Marvel Cinematic. They will
Right. But
probably
it's-
bring it
It's
in.
Marvel, right?
It does look good. It looks real
All
good.
I'm saying is that listen, I
That
hate on
voice is
Marvel,
on
but I
point.
don't have to. But I don't hate on all Marvel. Why? Because I give things a chance. I reserve.
And I hear that Tom Hardy does the voice for Eddie Brock and Venom. He does the Venom voice too.
AK, you got it. No doubt, AK. Well, thank you for tuning on in. We appreciate it. Get on out there, check out the Avengers this weekend. I might go check it out, and like John said the other day, give you all the spoilers.
Ooh.
So I could just ruin the
Sticking
movie
it to
for
the
you.
man.
Because I do not want this movie to succeed.
It's gonna succeed whether you want it or not.
No, it's not.
We're
watch.
looking at the biggest opening of all time.
Watch, it's gonna be the biggest
Yo,
flop
also we got
ever.
our fake Yeezys on. I just feel like that should not go without.
We're gonna put a fake Easy commercial together, so get
Yo,
ready for that.
Yeezy 5, me, bro.
Okay, so today we're gonna film this fake Easy commercial. We'll put it out tomorrow. Be on the lookout for it. But until then, we'll see you Monday through Thursday on the Jams 96.3 Facebook page at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Tang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!